everyone. I'm Norman Schafer, and welcome to this latest podcast episode. Today, we're heading to the stunning Cook Islands with insights from Timu from Cook Island Tours. And they are your expert guides to culture, history, and hidden gems of these Pacific jewels of the Cook Islands. So welcome to the podcast.
Thank you for inviting me.
It's good to have you. Before we dive into today's episode, I want to tell you, if you've ever dreamed of experiencing one of the incredible destinations that we talk about on the show, be sure to visit farandawayadventures.com. For over 30 years, I've helped travelers discover some of the most extraordinary destinations on Earth. If this is of interest, check out the link in the description to farandawayadventures.com, and we'd be happy to make your next trip unforgettable. So could you start by just telling us about Cook Islands Tours and how you help travelers explore Rarotonga and beyond?
Cook Island Tours is, I guess you can say, an integrated inbound tour operator where we have our own fleet of vehicles. We run some tours of our own, and we work with wholesalers and travel agents overseas. In terms of selling everything we have in the Cooks. We sell all tours, accommodation, and so on. We're an inbound tour company.
Okay. And so you work with a lot of international companies that are sending people to the islands?
We do, and primarily with New Zealand and Australia, where we get the majority of our visitors at the moment. Some of the main wholesalers there that we are their ground operator, look after their guests when they get to Rarotonga and Aitutaki.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, I guess one of my questions for you is how can travelers really immerse themselves in the culture during their visit to the islands? You're there involved in getting them from place to place, but what are some ways that they can really get involved in that local cultural aspect?
Well, when people talk about culture, it makes me feel a little uncomfortable because culture is quite wide-ranging in terms of what's involved. What I know and in my experience is I'd like to talk more about people experience, the local people.
Yeah.
Getting to interact with the local people, learning about our ways. And that's culture in a way, but it's a people experience that I think is very important, not only for us in the Cook Islands, but for most of our island destinations in the South Pacific. And because mainly, if you look at it, the physical resources we have for our tourist industry, there's a sameness about it. Sun, sea, beaches, and so on, and the distinguishing factor, and for me, what people take out of their holidays is much more worthwhile when they have a good interaction with the natural environment and the people.
Yeah.
And that's very much my philosophy in operating my company.
So, I think that's really important because the more you interact with the local people of a destination you visit, the more you really understand that destination in a different way. What are some of the activities and excursions you offer that visitors really love? I mean, I've heard of these progressive dinners and other experiences.
Well, the progressive dinner is an iconic tour, I think, and it does allow people to get more into, because they go through local homes, enjoy a meal hosted by local people, and it gives the opportunity where the local hosts tell a little bit about their family, what they do, what's important to them, and so on. And that's an interaction that's very hard without something like this in most destinations. Unless you know somebody in that destination, you'd become really just a side observer for most of the time. So that's and when we get to the rest of the stay, we run things like private tours and so on, which allows a more relaxed and you can stop at homes and so on and tell them more about intimate things rather than going along where you point, everybody puts a camera and so on.
And I mean, are there some other types of excursions or activities that kind of give that opportunity for that one-on-one interaction with the locals?
Well, we're trying. We just started a tour where we try to show people how we interact and how we exploit our onshore area. We call it a reef man's tour, where they take you to show you the seafoods we collect and a little bit of fishing, which is catch and release and so on. And how we exploit that zone from the beach to the reef. It shows the lifestyle, what kind of food resource we collect from there, and give you the opportunity to taste some of them. So those are the kind of things I think people are interested in.
Yeah, and I think you're right that people really do like that personal experience. Well, in the tropics, you never know what's going to happen. The rain can come, and it's just like any other destination.
It's part of life. I mean, it shouldn't stop you from doing things like swimming.
Yes.
It's actually nice swimming in the rain. Would you believe it? It feels a little warmer.
Yeah.
But I guess most visitors from temperate countries are not overly concerned about temperature and so on because it's warm to them all the time.
Yeah. Is there a best time of year to visit the Cook Islands?
Yes. From about May to October. Mainly because that's so-called cooler season, where the air is lighter, not so much humidity. And that's the difference. It's the humidity. High humidity during the warmer period, the humid times, you feel the heat. Whereas the lighter air during our cooler season is lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And is there a hidden tour or special local experience that you highlight or highly recommend that few people maybe know about?
I don't know about hidden tour as such. Again, I should come back to lifestyle if you have the opportunity to do that. We are looking at starting something like, for example, people joining the planting and so on, gardens. We haven't got that up running yet, but where they can join growers and planters to spend a day with them. But the latest tour that's been popular since COVID has been the swimming with the turtles.
Okay.
Yeah.
And where do they do that?
Oh, there's a passage. Interestingly enough, it's a least visited passage, but people discovered, and they're there all the time, the turtles. And now it's big, it's booming because everybody likes to go and then snorkeling with the turtles.
Okay.
So it's easy.
Well, that's great. I think it sounds like a beautiful experience to try out going to the Cook Islands. Well, thank you so much for joining us on the podcast. It's great to speak with you and to learn a little bit more about the Cook Islands. And
it's my pleasure to be on your podcast, and thank you for asking.
Okay. Thank you. Thanks for tuning in. Discover your next unforgettable journey at farandawaядventures.com. Experience the world differently.